I recently wrote an article about life purpose that had over 4,000 likes in less than 24 hours. Now, that says something. That says that a lot of us are beginning to wake up to our life purpose. That's what the article was about. 5 signs to know that you're on the verge of waking up to your life purpose. Now, I chose that title for a very specific reason, because we're always on our life purpose. We're always on the path of our life purpose. We're always fulfilling our life purpose. We have this idea that we have to seek it, or that we have to find it, or that we have to change something so that we can be on the path of our life purpose. But the good news is that there's no way of getting off the path of your life purpose. You're always taking steps forward with your life purpose. Even though it may not feel like it, even though it may not look like it, you're always on the path. There's no way of screwing this up. There's no way of getting it wrong. So that's why I called it waking up to your life purpose. Because sometimes we're unconscious of our life purpose. We're asleep. We forget our life purpose. But that doesn't mean that we're not fulfilling it. Because the sleeping, the being unconscious, is a part of your life purpose. Everything has 2 sides to be balanced. It has a light, it has a dark. It has a contraction, it has an expansion. And you're sleeping, your unconscious moments, the pain, the suffering, the confusion, the lack of clarity, the frustration, the disappointment around your life purpose, is that contraction right before the expansion. That contraction is absolutely necessary to continue expanding. So it's not about finding or discovering or living your life purpose. It's about waking up to the fact that you're always living it and being conscious for the ride. Allowing yourself to wake up, loving yourself when you're awake, loving yourself when you're asleep, allowing yourself to sleep, because it's all part of the ride. And doesn't that take a lot of pressure off when you entertain the idea that there's no way of screwing this up? That even in those moments of lack of clarity, of confusion, of pain and discomfort, of wanting to be somewhere where you're not, you're still on the path. You're still fulfilling your life purpose. I wonder what it would feel like to get curious about that. To allow yourself to get curious about the fact of, right now, I'm unclear of what I'm here to do. Get curious about the fact that that could be a part of your purpose. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the signs that I put in the article that you're on the verge of waking up to your life purpose. The first one is that you procrastinate. Procrastination is a big frustration for many people, but it's a gift. It's a gift for you. Procrastination is a gift to show you the parts of you that are terrified of waking up to your life purpose and living your life purpose consciously and stepping out into your true, authentic self, which is very vulnerable. So what do we do to protect ourselves from that vulnerability that we learn that is dangerous, that is scary? We procrastinate. We put it off further and further into the future so that we don't have to experience that perceived pain or that perceived danger. So if you're procrastinating, perfect. You're on the verge of waking up. It just takes waking up and seeing the parts of you that are terrified of living your life purpose and supporting those parts through their fear. So I want to invite you to do some work around procrastination. If I weren't procrastinating right now, I would be doing what? And just allow whatever wants to come to the surface. Would you be singing? Would you be coaching? Would you be a hands-on healer? Would you be an accountant? Would you be an artist? If I weren't procrastinating, I would finish what project, I'd be working in what, I'd be doing what, I'd be living where. And when you have that answer, exaggerate the answer even more. Take it even bigger. I would be a world famous rapper. I'd be the fastest man on the planet and win all of the gold medals. And when you exaggerate it, take a second, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Connect to your body and notice the fears that come up. Notice the self-doubt, the limiting beliefs. Notice the physiological changes in your body. There may be a racing of the heart because you start to think of, people are going to think that I'm crazy. They're going to think that I'm crazy, that I think that I can be that, or that I can accomplish that. People are going to reject me. They're not going to think that I'm good enough. So that is how you lure out the parts of you that are procrastinating to keep you safe from living your life purpose. Allow yourself to wake up to it and see it, exaggerate it, and notice. Just listen. Just listen to the thoughts. Listen to the increased heart rate. Listen to the sweaty palms. Begin asking, I'm afraid that what is going to happen if I wake up to my life purpose? When was the first time that I experienced this fear? What did I see? What did I hear? When was the first time I learned this story about myself? And allow the emotions to come to the surface. When those emotions come to the surface, that's when we begin to release those emotions and release the grip of those emotions. It's not about forcing yourself to make a schedule or getting an accountability partner. Yes, those things, they definitely can help. They can be tools and techniques in your toolbox. But there's some healing that wants to be done. There's parts of you that want to be supported. And when you support those parts of you that are terrified and help them see the truth about your present moment, that is when the work begins to flow effortlessly. That is when divine inspiration just flows and doesn't need a schedule or a calendar or an accountability partner to kick it in the butt. It just flows. Get ready to wake up to your purpose.